Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, you guys. Sorry, um, I have been not here lately because I've been busy, you guys, handling personal business for myself and like I said, for my family. So it's been some long days still, even though I know I'm healed from my cancer. So I thank God for that. You know what I'm saying? But I still got to go through doctors. I still got to go get MRIs and different things, to keep up with, keep up with everything, you guys. So it's not, it's hold on, let me turn my light on. Oh, sorry. It's over, but I still got to continue on to make sure it would stay over. Okay. So I just wanted to come in and say hi to everybody on Facebook, everybody on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for coming through. I appreciated it all. So today, just grown folks conversation, you know what I'm saying? That's all it is, you know what I'm saying? So if you got a child mind and you think like a child, this topic is not for you, okay? It's only for mature, grown folks, people, adults, okay? So we're just going to be discussing a little bit. Again, like I said, you may drop down into my crowd, house. You know you are all welcome to be here. long as you got good vibes only. Okay. That's all I ask for is just, be respectful to each other and understand each other and show, compassion towards each other, because we all go through things in our life, every last one of us do. Okay. So welcome to Forever Lisa's Royal Jules Palace Room, known as Safe Haven, where it's real talk with real people in real life. Okay. You will definitely see God's love, peace, joy, happiness, unity, and respect. Okay. So this live stream is just a discussion I'm talking about on today. It's my opinion or my thoughts, but if the shoe fit, just wear it. Okay. I'm not coming at nobody. That's not who I am. Okay. I am who God created me to be, and that is to speak the truth and show love to all of his people. Okay. So when people, like I said, becomes adult, their mindset develops into a unique and complex system of belief, values, and attitudes shaped by their life experiences. Okay. So we all got different life experiences. Okay. So note that I'm not no preacher, a teacher, a counselor, a therapist, or a doctor. I'm just a willing vessel being used by God for his purpose, not man. Many of you have followed me uh, for many, many years. I've been out here since 2018. Okay. I used to have big platform. I used to have um, big panels and all. I used to have hundreds and 500s and stuff in my chat as well. Okay. Y'all probably don't remember, but I did way back in the day. I'm a new person now. I'm a new creature. I don't like that all that going back and forth and all of that pulling down and stuff. So I had to step back from a lot of stuff that was not me. Okay. I had that already. So I love where God got me at right now. Okay. So all mods, there's a content creator. You may drop your link down anytime that you want to. Okay. You are so welcome to, you know that you are. Okay. Like I said, all are welcome. Make sure you got good vibes. Okay. And it's okay to speak your mind. Okay. Speak your mind, speak your truth, and just move on. Okay. So, like I said, I don't mind people coming into my live chats. Hey, I can't say your name, but 1997, can I just say that? It's a gala. Hi, welcome, 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 welcome. So, like I said, today's topic is just about, grown folks conversation. If you are in the clouds, just watching, you're afraid to drop down. That's okay. I understand. Okay. But you should be able to. That's where this grown folks conversation is coming, because I see this all over sectors that people be afraid to go to certain places, all because they're afraid who they do rock with, and they don't get along with somebody else. They can't be seen into their chat, and it's sad. It's sad. That's why I am so glad that I am my own person. Okay, I am my own person. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to turn my camera on, and I got on pink today because many of you guys know that I've been on top of Ramika Minks, black man from out Chicago, who was unalived by her baby's daddy's girlfriend back on September the 8th. So every 8th of the month is Pink Mink Day. Okay, so we put on pink to support um Romika. Okay, so that's why I got on pink today. And also, let me drop this down so and also with my breast cancer, I'm a breast cancer survivor. Breast cancer is for pink as well. So this, worked out fine for me. So let me put my pink on today because I missed it last month. So I didn't want to miss it this month right here. So I do. So I am gonna be back talking. I was supposed to start that back last week, but my schedule was so busy last week I couldn't jump on it last week to go do a lot of research. But I was listening to other content creators that was speaking on Ramika. But this live channel is not about Ramika, but I still want to put my pink on to represent Ramika Minks. on today. Okay, justice for her. And if you guys want to know more about that, come and follow me back on Tuesdays on my Real Table Talk at 5:30. Okay, but this right here just for grown folks conversation today. Okay, when you are a content creator or whatever you do on your platform, that's what you do on your platform. When you are adult, you know what I'm saying? You do things as an adult. You do things as what grown people do in their life. You know what I'm saying? But don't try to control another person. Okay? Don't try to make a person or turn your nose or turn your head because this person is over there supporting somebody else who you do not like. Okay, that's what I see what goes on around and around and around on these YouTube streets all over the place. And it's sad. I said, look at these adults. These are supposed to be grown adults and they acting like little elementary kids. They really are. I don't understand. They argue with each other. See, that's why I never get in nobody's beef and nobody's mix because the next day they're gonna become friends again. And then here you is upset with that person, and now they friends. Now you looking stupid because you didn't, take it up for this person. Now they back talking. It happens all the time. People become friends and they become enemies. Then a person get mad if you go up over there. The people gonna want you to pick sides. Pick sides. That's on all platforms, not just YouTube. It's on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? It's on TikTok. It's on Instagram. I see it all over. I like, wow, these people is really acting like this. Okay. Be about your business. Focus on yourself. Okay. When you see your friend out there doing something wrong, let them know. Let them know, okay, what they are doing wrong. You don't have to, turn your back from them, but you don't also don't got to pull away from who you like to support as well. It's okay to be neutral. And if they don't understand that you want to be neutral, it's because they don't because they want to rule you. They are never afraid of you, of yours. Okay. So please, because you might see me anywhere. You might see me anywhere. And a lot of times, I don't jump down and just because I don't jump down into your chat because you're at beef with somebody, it's because for releasing somewhere else. Like I said, I'm mainly focused on Romika Minks. Like that's what I'm really focused on over there. Okay. Sometimes I might catch your live later on. You know what I'm saying? But just because you do not see me in your chat, it don't mean that I am picking no side. Because if you know me by now, you should know me by now. I will never pick a side. I will pick the truth. I will speak on the truth if I have to. I'm not gonna pick no side. Okay. I am 60. Big six, big zero. That's how old I am. I'd be darned if I let anybody for any of these platforms tell me what I can do and what I cannot do when it comes to my platform, when it comes to who I decide who I want to go support. Okay? I'm just speaking the truth. Okay? This about speaking the truth is too much nonsense is going out and around on these YouTube streets, on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. It's just too much going on. And I just don't understand why can't y'all have your own mind? Why can't you have your own mind and speak for yourself? Move how you want to move. Support who you want to support. You know, I don't understand it. How one person can get a group of people and jump on one person. You know what I'm saying? That I see that happens. I see that happens a lot. Not like I said, not just on platforms, also in real life, at your jobs, At your job, you would get people to turn their back on you, to turn their nose up on you. I have seen it. Ooh, is my mic on? Yes, it's on. Yes, I have seen it. And it's true, people. It's really true. It's a lot of nonsense out there. When are you going to wake up? Life is too short. It's so much going on in this world. And y'all out here on these platforms acting like little children, but all this stuff is going on. We don't know if we're going to be here today or tomorrow. And if you're not going to be here tomorrow, and God decided to snatch you up and take you back home to Him, are you going to be ready? Are you going to be ready? What you going to tell the Lord when you get up there? Because you was down here acting a fool, trying to be a people pleaser instead of a God pleaser. You want to be a people pleaser, trying to please people, trying to, get on bandwagons or get on who got the most crowds. Want to be a follower instead of being a leader. Being a leader and do what's right. And what's right with y'all going back and forth like that, talking about deceased family members and talking about children, that is uncalled for. That really is, because family members is not on here. When people want to blog and show their family and have fun and enjoy yourself, then y'all want to take those family and do evil things. Take their family and do evil things and put, their pictures and stuff up. And all they doing is showing with their platform, on their channel, with their people. And it's sad the way, this social media is now. It's very, very, very sad how people you can confide to, who you can talk to, and then they bring it right out here on a YouTube platform. Somebody who you trusted. You know what I'm saying? Not just YouTube, but social media. That should never been out there. People sometimes need people to talk to. Sometimes you can't talk to your family. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you want to talk to a friend, somebody do not know you really. You know what I'm saying? You just want to speak out. Look what happened to that Dallas Cowboy football player who took his life. You know what I'm saying? He was going through something. He told his family in the group text, goodbye. You know what I'm saying? And don't nobody know the reason. Don't nobody know what happened. He was only 24 years old. His life was ahead of him, but he had something going on. He had something going on. So you don't know what a person is going through. You do not want their blood on your hand. Everybody said, "Oh, you got to be strong to be on. You got to be strong to be on here." No, some people come on here because this is what they want to do. Everybody not on here want to beef and want to fight. Okay, and it's sad. So when are you gonna become an adult? When are you gonna become an adult, and do adult things? When it's gonna happen to with some of you guys? What is it gonna take for you guys to be about your father's business? Hmm? Now, this is, like I said, this is grown folks conversation over here. Everybody cannot handle this truth right here. Everybody don't want to handle truth, because you know why you want to handle this truth right here? Because you like doing what you're doing. You like that beef situation stuff. You like acting like a child. That's what you are. You a child. You a child. You constantly going back and forth like that all day, every day, 7 days a week. You an immature child. When are you gonna become an adult? When you gonna become a grown person? When? Some of you out here are grandmothers, great grandmothers, great great grandmothers, and you acting like this. You want your child and your family to see how you really act on social media? It's so much that we can use the social media for. So much we can use it for. Like me, I'm using mine for, to help bring justice to a wrongness with Ramika. That's what I'm on right now. So I like to talk about real life stuff. What's going on out there in the real world. So what can we do to turn from our evil ways? Huh? What can we do to turn and act like adults? Huh? Can y'all tell me that? Y'all can't tell me that because you know why? You never thought of it because you don't want to. You enjoy doing what you're doing, like I said earlier. Let me get a drink, you guys. My mouth will still be dry. Mm, sorry about that. Okay. So stop doing evil things towards each other. And it's so simple. It's just so simple to do what's right. It's so simple to do it. You know, it's so simple to do it, you guys. It's not hard at all. It's not hard to turn. You know how many times I've turned my cheek? I turned my cheek many a times. Many a times I had turned I've been lied on. I've been talked about and everything else, all because I stand 10 toes down on what I see and what I think is wrong. And when I speak on that, that's my truth. That's because I spoke my truth. I mean, you got to make a video about me. You know what I'm saying? Yes. People get upset with you when you speak the truth and you say, oh no, you didn't see it happening that way. And they will get mad at you because you didn't see it happen the way they want you to see it. Immature people. Those are immature folks. Yes, it is. Instead of to agree to disagree, that's your opinion, this is my opinion. But no, they want to come back and do this and do that and make up all types of lies about you because you did not agree with them. That's her opinion. Everybody on this that got a platform got their own opinion. That's their opinion. You cannot get mad about their opinion. It's okay for you to correct the person, but why you got to correct the person by tearing them down or going after their family or their deceased family, something like that? Immature people. What would a real adult do? A real adult would come out like a gentleman, would come out like a real woman and address what was spoken against them wrong. In a positive, way. Not calling names, not saying what you think they look like. Immature people does that. You're not an adult. Like I said, this is grown folks conversation over here. Things I see all around these platforms. That's what I see. And it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. I just shake my head. I'm like, oh my goodness. I cannot believe they are really, really acting like this. I can't believe it. I cannot believe how people really act. It's when are you going to grow up? Have you guys been out here as long as I have? And like I said, since 2018. Okay. When are y'all going to grow up and change? When are you going to make that change? Especially if you living for Christ. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, like I said, I'm not picking on nobody. I'm not talking about nobody. I'm just talking about if you living for Christ, you should do and be how Jesus wants you to be. Okay? That's how you should be. You're supposed to let your light shine. You know what I'm saying? Let your light shine through Jesus Christ, not through the enemy. You got these nice platforms, you got people following you, and you acting just like them. You're supposed to be, not saying that you better than them, but you walking in Christ. You're supposed to be Christ-like. You're supposed to let your light shine. Let your light shine. But people do because they want their channels to build up. They don't want, they are what you call people pleaser. They are people pleasers. There's a lot of people pleasers on these platforms. And I'm so glad that I'm not no people pleaser. I'm so glad that Forever Lisa got her own mind, her own thought, and she go where she want to go. Nobody's going to use me like a puppet. It's not going to happen. I stand 10 toes down on everything that I say and everything that I believe in. It's my belief. It's my choice. It's my decision. Can nobody tell me? I can listen, but you can't make me, because I'm a God pleaser and I like people. God built me to show love to all people, even to my enemies. See, I'm not going to go to hell. When God decided, see, God gave me another chance. See, a lot of you guys don't know. See, God gave me another chance to live. He could have took me out anytime with this breast cancer. He could have took me out anytime that he want to. But he got work for me to do. He got work for me to do. So I'll refuse to be a people pleaser. I refuse to go to hell for you people. I refuse to do that. And I'm not going to do it. So when are you going to become an adult? When are you going to let childish things go and move on? When is it going to happen? This is grown folks conversation. This is real talk over here. See, people don't want to hear real talk. They don't want to hear real talk. They prefer the beef, going back and forth, going back and talk about deceased family members, going back and talk about children, going back and talk about how the person look. That's what they like to do. See, that's immature people. Very immature. So what can we do to stop doing evil things? Okay? Turning from evil behavior is a good in a process of intentional change that involves self-awareness, taking responsibility, cultivating empathy, making amends, and constantly practicing positive action. Okay? When you acknowledge and accept your responsibility, the first step is to acknowledge that your behavior is harmful and that you need to change. Blaming others or circumstances hinders progress. Okay, you got to accept your responsibility. When you know that you did something wrong in somebody's life, wrong and what a person had did that you had did to a person, you know what I'm saying? Accept your responsibility. Just accept it and move on. That's all it takes. Acceptance. Okay? Hold on. The next one. Identify specific behaviors and triggers. Know what triggers you. Know what triggers your behavior. Okay, pinpoint the exact action you want to change and the emotional states. setting people or prior action cues that triggers them. Okay, so you know what triggers a person. You know what triggers you. Okay, target that thing right there that triggers a person or triggers you. Okay, fix that. Okay, pinpoint it. Okay, understanding the consequences reflects deeply on how your actions are harmed others and yourself. Visualizing the negative outcome provides strong motivation to change. See, it's all about you. You got to want to change. You got to want to be the bigger person and change and do what's right. Understanding the consequences. Look at what happened. What brought you to this far? What brought you to this point? You two is arguing amongst each other. What brought it here? Okay. Cultivate empathy and compassion. Strive to understand and appreciate the perspective and emotions of those you have hurt. And as many of you guys have hurt a lot of people. A lot of people. Okay. Or those who are different from you. Practice like active listening. Volunteering or community service can help develop these qualities. Okay. So, you know you hurt plenty of people, and you hurt that person. You know what I'm saying? Find a way to fix it. It's always room to fix it. There's always room to forgive. But I know a lot of people don't like to forgive. They still want to hold on to old grudges and stuff like that. Okay? That happens all the time. Okay? So try to look at those things and do what's right in those things. Okay, people? It is so easy to do if you just try it. It's not hard at all. Just try it. Okay? Um, where I'm at. Okay. Develop a plan and set goals. Okay. Create a plan to replace the negative behaviors with positive ones. Okay. So when you get ready to come out, to address somebody, how change it. You got to come out, slam, dunking, calling them out their names or talk about their deceased, family or friends. Just address what's bothering you. Address it. And once you address it, leave it alone. You got to keep on talking about it over and over and over and over again. Okay? Focus on changing one behavior at a time. A lot of you guys, had beefs with thousands of people. I'm just saying thousands. But you had beef with many of people. Just focus on one person at a time. Okay? Focus on changing one behavior at a time with achievable goals to build momentums and confidence. Okay? Focus on one person at a time and change, even for yourself. Look at yourself. Make plans for yourself. What trigger you. So when you find out what's trigger you, deal with that. Deal with that. Okay? So it's many things that we can do to make things right, to make things, that we can do things in an adult way instead of a childish way. Because right now, what I see a lot of things being done in a childish way. I really do. I see a lot of things done. I don't see too much, too many things on a platform that have grown folks' conversations. I don't see that too many. There's a lot of hearsays. A lot of people, going behind people back talking about them. It's just so much of that's going on. It don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? It is so easy to do good things. Okay? It's so easy to let all that evilness go. It's so easy to change your ways. It's so easy to become an adult and stop acting like children. Stop acting like children. you in your, I don't think, even when I was in my 30s, I didn't act like that because I had older siblings. So I knew how to act mature. You know what I'm saying? That I all that back and forth and stuff, it drains you. It take a lot of energy from you. You guys, I only got for 43 years. I'm saying 43 because I'll be 103 when God take me home. I've been claiming that for years, and I'm still saying I got 40. So I'm 60 now, so I got 43 more years to do what God need for me to do. And I'm gonna continue to be about my Father's business. I'm gonna continue about not being a people pleaser. You know, I'm going to continue to speak how God want me to speak, not how man or people want me to speak. You know, I came a long way. God brought me a long way. Okay. So I'd always try to seek forgiveness and try to make amends. And if you just can't, see eye to eye, move on. Just move on and let it go. Because if you block whoever you don't get along with or whoever you don't like, you won't see nothing what they are saying. And don't let nobody bring anything back to you what this person has said to you. Okay? Don't let that happen. And you will feel so much better. You will feel so good. I'm telling you guys, if you just try it, try blocking those people and just move on. Okay. And so if you can't make it amends with a person, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to make amends with a person. What can you do? You can uh just let them go. Because forgiving is really for you. It's not for the other person. If the other person do not accept your forgiveness, that's between her and God. Okay? Your life had moved on. That's because I always say this. That's because you forgive a person, do not mean that you got to be around that person. If that person did some damage control to you, you got to be there around that person. You accept their forgiveness and you just moved on. You can still leave them blocked. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean that you got nothing against that person. You just move on. You just decide to keep things, just your way. You stay there and I stay here. You know, it's easy. I have done it many a times, you guys. A lot of people I had forgave, but Forever Lisa just had moved on. I cannot hold those grudges in my heart. I cannot have unforgiveness in my heart. Because if I had that in my heart, you guys, I cannot make it to heaven. That stuff cannot go with you. Okay? That's why I don't hate nobody on, nowhere. Even how people did me wrong, I don't hate those people. I don't hate them. But I forgave them and I move on. That's just me. I be in the same chat with some of the people. You know what I'm saying? It's simple to do if you want to do it. If you want to do it, it's about being grown. It's about having grown folks conversation. And you shouldn't be upset with anybody when they want to make amends with somebody. That you should have no problem when somebody wants to make amends with somebody. When somebody want to make amends with somebody, that's between them and that person, and you should nobody have an issue or a problem with that. Period. Because like I said, you don't know what a person is going through. You don't know why this person is making amends. You don't know. You don't know. People wants to change. They want to change to do better. Some people get tired of this back and forth, going here, doing this, going there, doing that. Some people just get tired of that, you know? So let go, Let God, give it to God. Give it all to God. Let God do what he have to do. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Because God said the battle was his. See, for Lisa ain't gonna come out here and fight nobody. I mean, I might have to come out at times and say what I got to say and and stuff like that. But you think for Lisa's gonna go back and forth with these immature people? No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do it. It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna say what I got to do, say case closed, and I'm moving on. Simple. It's easy to do if you just try it. If you just try it. See, I'm grown. I'm an adult. I'm not no child. I'm not. But I see many, many of you are because your mind setting. Your mind setting is so different. I ain't never seen so many grown people get upset because when another person decide to make amends or decide to talk things out or decide, to be a better person. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen so many people get upset because you support somebody or you were seeing somebody's chat, just chilling. I never see so many people like that. Oh, thank you, Father God, for creating me who I'm supposed to be. Oh, Jesus. But like I said, once you start seeking forgiveness and you forgive that person, you will feel a weight load off of you. You really will if you just try it. Okay, if you just try it. So that's all I just want to say. This is like I said about hey, life is good. Hi, thank you for tuning in, sweetheart. Blessings to you. So good to see you. And anybody else that's out there in the chat listening. And I want to say I know Life with Amanda, she is coming back, you guys. She had dropped down. I've been knowing Amanda since 2018 myself. And do you guys remember when her son had got murdered? I think she's from New York. I can't remember exactly where Amanda is from. I think she's from New York, New Jersey, somewhere up in there. Well, anyway, her the trial is getting ready to start. Okay. I did share Amanda on my community wall as well. Her son I think he was murdered by a gunshots. I'm not for sure. Okay. But I do know he's murdered, and I know the trial's getting ready to start. So Amanda is going to be coming live, she said, and she's going to be talking about her the trial and stuff. So I think that's the other day they picked the jurors and stuff like that. She has said so. So she's definitely going to be come alive. So to the ones that know Amanda's gathers, I think that's her last name, but it's called Life with Amanda. Um, just go on my community wall and you guys will see her. So you want to follow her during the trial for her son. So I hope her son I hope they get justice too for her son. Okay. So please go support her. To the ones that wants to support her, to the ones who do know Amanda. Okay, because she's gonna be talking strictly, she said, about her son's trial because it has started now. Okay. So I'm looking forward, to support her, in that as well. And she asked for prayer for the ones that will pray for her, pray for her because it's hard, it's hard for when people have, lost a child. You know what I'm saying? That's a hurting thing. You know what I'm saying? So my prayers to her, my prayers to I mean, so many people that I didn't seen on these different platforms have lost a child through gun, through knife, or however they lost a child. It's sad, y'all. That's their child, okay? Or lost a loved one, period. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep the ones who lost a loved one in your prayers. Okay. So like I said, I had nothing against anyone. For Lisa going to support who she wants to support, where she wants to support, 'cause that's who I am. God created me to love people. Okay, I'm not no people pleaser. If you cannot come and support me because I support people who I want to support, hey, I'm sorry. Hey, people had left my check before because I support, people. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, you guys. It's just who I am. I'm gonna go where I want to go. You never was a supporter of mine anyway, and you decide that you want to leave because I support somebody who you don't like. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's just not me. I never stood, I never, roll like that, and I'm not gonna start rolling like that to please anybody. Okay. So definitely please, if you got time on Tuesdays and on Thursdays at 5:30, Real Table Talk will come. We'll come back. Hey Cynthia, good to see you. Real Table Talk will come back. We're gonna talk about Romika, black man, justice for Romika on. Like I said, I'm gonna dedicate Tuesdays to her. Okay, and I'm sure on the 8th every month is Pink Ramika Day, and they want people that support Ramika to wear pink on that day. That's why I got pink on, and make sure that and then on Thursday it's gonna be other things. I'm gonna talk to so many people that lost a child um in this world through gun violence, what I'm saying, through abuse from their husband. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you guys, I done looked at so my um my file is so full of people who lost their life. You know what I'm saying? Through gun violence. It just and it's sad. I want to stay on top of Ramika's. I want to make sure she gets Jessica. They're really trying to, get away from there. But I want to share other families as well who lost a child, who's not getting really no what you call it? I can't think, who's not getting talked about. Okay. It's a lot of people out there like that. You know what I'm saying? So definitely we're gonna definitely keep we definitely gonna keep Ramika name alive. We definitely gonna keep not just her name alive, gonna be, many, many, many more women who lost their life through gun violence. Okay. And through violence, period, not just guns. Okay. But well, that's all I had to say. Like I said, please do not I'm not, this live right here was just grown folks conversation only. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to know how Forever Lisa is and what Forever Lisa is about and what I have seen. I've seen a lot of, immature stuff out here. Okay. And I really have. Okay. So it's just about, it's time to change people, start being grown folks, start being adults. Okay. And stop acting like a child. Okay, y'all in y'all 50s, 60s, you're too old. You just too old to be acting how you acting, okay? I know some of you guys say this is just for entertainment, but honey, that don't make no sense to have it's more stuff that you could talk about for entertainment, okay? Because the way I see, some people say, well, they're gonna act like that on YouTube. I believe you probably act like that in real life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just believe it. Because how you act on YouTube, that's, I believe you act like that for real. So let's try to change. Let's try to, do better for yourself. Do better for your platform. Do better for your family. Do better for I don't know, like I told you, I said this years ago. I don't want my grandchildren's, I'm not, and I got 10, and I got one great. Okay. I'm 60 years old. I don't want them to come out here and see they granny acting the fool out here on this out here on these platforms. I don't want my grandchildren to see me act like that. I want my grandchildren to see me, that my granny was out here, she was uplifting, she was encouraging people. That's what I want my grandchildren to see. Not out here fighting and what kind of example are you showing them? You know what I'm saying? So that's not me. That's not me, and it's not going to be me. Okay, so I am going to end now, you guys, because I'm getting tired. So I want to say this real quick. I did went for another mammogram on my right side because when I went for my not a mammogram, for MRI. Because I went for my mammogram back in September. They seen something. They said that was but my doctor told me don't worry about it because she don't think it's anything. But she just wanted me to get an MRI biopsy just to make sure it's because of my cancer history. So we're gonna just keep me in prayer that I will get good results, from that because I don't want to go back through that again what I went through, back through, all of that. That's just too much. So we're gonna pray that, it's nothing there, you know what I'm saying? Um, that everything is good. Okay. Okay. So that's why I was at all day yesterday. I had two appointments yesterday and I was gone all day yesterday. So well that's about it, you guys. Blessings to blessings to everyone. Okay, like I said, this was just grown folks conversation. I was just speaking my opinions. I was just speaking my thoughts. Okay, and if you can't deal with what I say, oh well. Okay, if the shoe fit, like I say, wear it. Okay, peace and blessings to you all, and much love. And I see you guys on Tuesdays at 5:30, and we're gonna talk more about Ramika meets Black men. Okay, good night.